Hey, CME family, CME. Just want to do another quick update on the video. I hadn't did one in a while. It's been pretty busy, so thought I'd get back out here and show you the progression. This is in my raised bed garden, and as you can see, got some squash that's beginning to develop. The flowers and everything, you know, is looking pretty good. Got something going on over there. I don't know if it's from the splashing of the dirt. You know, it rained, so definitely got to keep an eye on that. Yeah, that's dirt. That's what that is. You know, you gotta watch these bugs around here. And that's a zucchini plant right there. You know, the one zucchini on there is not gonna make it. I didn't think it would. You know, you all know that we need the bees to pollinate the flowers, and you know, we haven't I hadn't seen any bees, so I've been hand pollinating the plants myself. And some more squash that's growing. So next time I do hand pollinating, which it could be tomorrow morning, not too sure, I will make sure that, you know, I do a video to show you how I do it. There's a zucchini right there, and you know, the plants surprisingly to me are not really all that big, you know, but hey, it's developing. You know, I'm happy about that. This right here is a cantaloupe. You know, cantaloupe and watermelon pretty much look alike, but I know that these are cantaloupe that I had planted. There's another zucchini. There's one right there. So all right, and another cantaloupe, and you see it got yellow spots on there. I'm gonna have to get some neem oil, and it's an oil that I mixed. It's just a cheap oil shortening, vegetable shortening oil, and I put some lemon peels and orange peels in it, let it soak for about a week in there, and use it like I do neem oil. So I mix it with the neem oil and little Dawn dish soap and water. And of course, you know, when you spray it, you shake it up as you spray, and it coats the leaves, and that you know, helps you know, keep the bugs, and you know, help to bring back the greenery, you know, fight the disease and stuff. And this right here is watermelon right here. Okay, that's watermelon. So it's struggling. It's struggling. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but you know, I'm keeping it there to see, and you know, hopefully, prayerfully, it will. All right. So let me take you over here to my other garden, and I'm gonna show you. I built another raised bed in my main garden, and I had built it just last week. So here's the new raised bed that I did, and I have planted in here. Let's zoom in real quick. That's another watermelon plant. All right, right here, this one is a watermelon plant. But right here, and supposed to be across from it in this area, but there's some, that's one, and where's the other one at? Well, these there's one right there, These are, oh my goodness, I had the name and just lost it. It's bok choy. That's what it is, bok choy. And you see I got some planted there. Now I got the 2 signs right there. So on this side here, let me back up. All right, on the right side here I have purple bok choy, and then on the left side I have green bok choy. So if you look, you can see them, you know, starting to come through. And I have a watermelon that's planted on each side, each corner, you know, one on each side. Again, that the biggest green plant that you see there, that's watermelon. So I got one there, and I have one down on this end. All right, so, and strawberries, I had to cover them because the birds, you know, they coming in and they were robbing me. So it was raining, and you know, it was a wind blowing, so that's why you see this right here, you know. So I'm gonna get in there and fix that. But strawberries are doing excellent this year, excellent. And I think that right there is a cucumber. Okay, so there's a flower, you know, but yeah, I think that's a cucumber, and so is that one there. Everything else, that's okra. So you can see how the okra looks. All that okra. And look at this one. That's okra. And you see the plant next to it, that's a marigold. So some of the marigolds didn't make it. Most of them didn't. A few of them, you know, are growing. But, you know, I don't know if I'll plant anymore. I'll just do organic in fighting the bugs. These 2 plants, those are my cantaloupe. So I will very soon be putting those in the raised bed in the back. And those 3 right there are my lemon cucumber plants. And I'm going to put them in a container. You know, I was going to put them in the, put one in the garden here and the other 2 in the raised bed. But I think I'm going to put them in a container. That way they have an opportunity to grow and spread like they really desire to, and won't interfere with anything else. My peas, you know, the peas didn't do all that well. As you can see, you know, they're beginning to die out. You know, I don't know, maybe it was the soil is too wet. But I'm not going to worry about trying to plant anymore. You know, of course, it's a little bit too warm, you know, too hot to plant some more anyway. So I'll probably wait until later this year to get like a fall crop or something. Those right there are my collard greens. So yeah, I had to regrow. I'll tell you what happened in a minute about the collard greens. My tomato plants right there, that's the biggest of the 4. And I got some more coming. I got like 3 more tomato plants that I'm going to put in. And these, though, I grew from seed. The 3 that's coming in are plants. So I wanted to try to get a jump on, you know, having a good harvest of tomatoes. These are my green beans. And you can see there's a green bean there. And I have harvested a few. And right there's another green bean. And see. So these are doing good. And then that one is bent over again because of the the rain. It was a strong wind that came through. But they're doing good. The kale, I've been harvesting the kale, and Brenda has really been enjoying it in the salad. So have I. You know, I'm not going to put it all on her, but yeah, so have I. And I'll soon have to be harvesting a little bit more. All right. Swiss chard. I started some more Swiss chard. Now, I said I was going to tell you the story about the collard greens, because I had to restart my collard greens and Swiss chard. And the reason I had to is because I had some concentrate 7. Okay, 7, of course, you all know is insect spray. And you mix it with water, especially the concentrate. You mix it with water, and you know, you spray it on your plants. Well, I didn't mix it correctly. I actually mixed it stronger than what it should have been. And when I sprayed it on my plants, yeah, I killed my collards and I killed my Swiss chard. So yeah, it was a hurting thing, but it was a learning lesson. So I know better, and I will not do it again. All right, that's cabbage right there. And I have 3 more alike. Well, 2. So I have a total of 3 cabbages. As you can see, that's 1, 2, and then 3 back there. And here, these 2 spaces, I have purple cabbage. Or red cabbage that I will be growing. Now the collard greens, I'm going to put the collard greens, because this is where they were, and I'm going to put those back in this area so that the collard greens will grow. Y'all remember the sweet potatoes? Look at them. These are the sweet potatoes here. Look at, just look how they're vining, you know. They're doing awesome. And I really haven't done anything to them. I just, you know, water them every now and then, and just let it go. So I got 9 containers of sweet potatoes. Yeah. Yep. And I'm just amazed. You know, I love to see how the vines and everything just grow. You know, my neighbor too, you know, she comes out into her garden. That's her garden over there. She's doing hay, and she's doing an awesome job. Awesome job. All that you see growing, she got it in bales of hay. So she's growing tomatoes, squash, strawberries, greens, I believe. She got carrots, and awesome. She's doing an awesome job. Awesome. So, and I'll show you what I have in some pots over here. You know, she said that the birds were ripping her strawberries. They were stealing her strawberries. This was supposed to be a stevia plant. Yeah, stevia. They sent me tomato. I planted from seed, and on the packet it said stevia. And I'm growing tomatoes. Look at this. Okay? And you know, when I saw it growing, I said, this does not look like a stevia. Even that's supposed to be stevia, supposed to be. And this was a stevia plant that I purchased. Okay? This is not stevia. I tasted the leaves of both of them. And I told my wife, I said, if something happened to me, I want you to know, I taste the leaves. Okay? So they're tomato. So I got to contact that company and let them know, hey, you know, y'all did something wrong. That's not stevia. You're going to have to correct this. These are my onions. I started, you know, from the little onion ball, you know, and I planted it, and yeah, it's beginning to grow. All right. And carrots, you can see the little carrots growing up there. These are bush beans, and there are ants that's walking all through here, and the red stuff you see is hot pepper, and it's real hot pepper, and turmeric. And they said that you know, it's supposed to stop the ants from you know, being in your pot. Not true. It don't work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try the cinnamon, because I think powdered cinnamon works, ground cinnamon. So I'm gonna put some cinnamon in there. So both pots here are garden beans, okay, and they're doing real good. All right, and these are mustard greens. I had some in the garden, but I had started them just a little too early, so they really didn't do as good as they could have. So I'm growing some here in the pot, so they're looking good, they're doing good. And some more cucumbers right there. So I'm not gonna let these grow on a trellis. I'm actually gonna let them grow, you know, across the ground, okay, and I will guide them, you know, so that they don't get in the way of me cutting the grass or anything like that. This is supposed to be chives. They've been in this pot now for probably about, oh, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. You know, I don't know how long it takes them to germinate, but you know, I'm keeping an eye on it. My hot peppers, you know, these things, you know, they don't look like much of anything, but last year when I did the hot peppers, they looked like that, and came out one morning and those things were popping. You know, they just grew like overnight. This is my apple tree. Yeah, I started it from seed about 2 years ago. I had it in a pot, and that's where it is now. So I had it sitting out here. I just put it out here in the ground about a month ago, and it's doing real well. It has grown you know, greatly since then. So yeah, that's my apple tree. So we'll see how that turns out. And then here's the basil that I planted, and it's coming along real good. Okay, and of course you all know that we got peppermint, and that's the peppermint that we have growing right here. And you know, we come out here and get peppermint every morning. My wife put it in her tea, and I, you know, both of us too, you know, we just pick it, wash it, and eat the leaves. You know, it's a real good for you. It's good for your body, you know. So I ordered, I'm waiting to come in. It's called a mandarina. It's a lemon plant that has a like a citrus, orange citrus taste. And the leaves, you can take the leaves, you know, of course, wash them and put them in tea. You can make a tea with it. So I told my wife, I said, you know, you make your tea with the peppermint and this lemon leaf. You know, I said you would have a pretty good tea here. It tastes awesome. So I'm looking forward to that, you know, growing that. I just enjoy growing, and you know, any way I can help someone, and with the little bit that I know, and you know, somebody help me, you know, I greatly appreciate that, and I enjoy doing that. So all right, fam, you all have a awesome evening, and may the Most High increase you. And just wanted to share with you what's going on. So I'll be sharing with you more things as time goes on, if Yah willing. All right, I love you all. Take care. And Sambu Ulolo.